Hello, Cancer. Is this thing on? No, seriously, folks. Is this thing on? Cancer, I have tried. This will be attempt number 4 or 5 to get your reading out. Every time I've tried to do it, it didn't record. If you're seeing this, we got past the problem. Honestly, if we don't, you'll never see this if it doesn't work out. So it's stupid to say, but if you find that you get your video last, it is because I've tried and tried and tried, and I cannot. It's just not working. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to move on to the rest of the signs, and then I'll come back to you last. I don't know, maybe it's just not my message to give to you all this month. I don't get it. I actually got a little frustrated, but I hope that this works out. So after having said that, let's go ahead and get some of the preliminaries out of the way. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I'm using the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. This is a general reading. It won't resonate with everybody, and this is your reading for the month of November 2018. Let's get some astrologics out of the way, as I won't be getting too deep into that. Venus is currently retrograde. If you want to hear more about my opinions about Venus retrograde, you can look back at September and October. I talk about it more in September if you're interested. Venus will be retrograding back into Libra. It will have already done that in the month of November. Mercury moves into Sagittarius tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Currently, the moon is in Cancer. I always like to add that. We will have a new moon in Scorpio in November. We'll have a full moon in Gemini. Jupiter moves into its home sign of Sagittarius after 12 years. And the nodes will switch signs. The North and the South node, also known as Rahu and Ketu, will move from the Leo Aquarius axis onto the Cancer Capricorn axis, which is you. So that's a very big deal. And I've wondered over the past few days if that's had anything to do with why I just can't get your stuff out. Maybe the energy is just too big for me. Excuse me. All right. So the first card is the 5 of Wands. This is about trivial conflict. This is a Saturn in Leo card. The next card is the Chariot in the upright position. This is your card. I'm going to tell you something about this Chariot in a minute, Cancer. And the last card is the Magician. Okay. This is a Mercury card. All right. So, in 3 of the 4 or 5 readings that I tried to do for you already, because I tried to do it 11 times and it didn't work, the Chariot came up in 3 of those readings out of 4 or 5. It came up reversed the first time. So, you know, today's a different day and things change. So that is very good. I'm glad to see that. But the more important thing to me is the fact that the Chariot has come up over 70% of the times that I've tried to do your reading this month. This is extremely significant. Okay. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. See? And if I'm afraid that if I pause the video to clear my throat, I won't start it again. So please bear with me. If anybody wants to timestamp, the reading starts at 4:20. Right about there. All right. So we've got the 5 of Wands. This is generally about trivial conflict. You see some guys there, they've got these wands, they're on fire, they're going at each other, but nobody's really making contact. When I think about Saturn in Leo, Saturn tries to get us to stay in our lane, so to speak. And Leo, you know, it's like, what lane? What could you possibly be talking about? Stay in a lane? I don't think so. So I think that as a result of this, Saturn and Leo energy can feel challenged, I think, by other people around. It's not a big deal, but Leo's not willing to take a ego hit for any reason. So no matter how trivial the conflict is, this Leo energy, I feel like, is trying to shut it down and trying to let everybody else know that's involved that, yes, I am the ruler. Please let us not all forget. So I think that the conflict comes from, one more time, we'll take a look at that. It's an ego thing. It's a pride thing. You know, and sometimes this is just camaraderie. I see that card as a camaraderie card. Maybe you are just having fun, taking shots, you know, at the people that you spend time with, the people that you're around a lot. This just could be you guys going back and forth, busting each other's balls about stuff. Whatever it is, it's trivial. And this card, in comparison to these two, is trivial as well. Because the next card, like I said, Cancer, is your card. This is the Chariot. You know, I feel like because this is a Cancer card, this has something to do with your close personal relationships. But the Chariot sees one as moving on with willpower. Having willpower and moving on with great confidence in a way that benefits them. Because it looks like this person is on a solo journey. So a lot of times this could be moving toward what it is that you want, as opposed to moving towards what is good for the whole. Even though this is a family card. You know, I've never seen the whole fam in the Chariot card. So, you know, I've never thought about it that way either. So I guess we could take that into consideration. Whatever the case is, moving on from trivial conflict, you move forward with great confidence. You seem to have, or you will seem to be getting your willpower, your staying power, your self-love back in the month of November. And it's because you move forward. You decide to go on with whatever it is that you need to go on with and leave whatever this is in the past. The last card is the Magician. This is a Mercury card, and so Mercury this month is going to retrograde in Sagittarius. It goes into retrograde the same day that Venus comes out of retrograde, which is November the 16th. So we got those two things just kind of taking opposite directions at the same time. Now the Magician says that you have all of the tools you need to make sure any and everything that you want to happen can happen. And you've got, these are two major arcana, if I hadn't said so before. These are trump cards. This is the 7th, this is the 1st. Actually, it's not the 1st, it's the 2nd card, but the 1st card is the Fool, and this one is number 1. So with Mercury and Sagittarius this month, Sagittarius is about expansion. It's about good luck and good fortune. It's about foreign places and things, religion, spirituality. You may find yourself expanding your knowledge. You might find yourself gaining more tools as a result. And this is what it is that helps you move forward and get through away from trivial conflict. I think that you start to see that whatever it is that you are dealing with is very, very petty. And, you know, you just pick yourself up again and say, I'm out of here. You know, I can do this. I'm better than this. I've got everything I need to make whatever I want happen. This is not necessary. See, in this case today, I don't think that this is camaraderie. I just think that this is pettiness. And somebody's not having it. Somebody's going to say, you know what? You know, they try to say ego is a bad thing. I don't think it is. In this case, I'm going to use not letting somebody hurt my ego and my pride to help me get myself back in gear, to get my ass back in gear, to light that fire up under it. I've got everything I need. I'm smart. I'm resourceful. I can do this. And you absolutely do. And that's the way that I see it. Lord have mercy, I hope this got down. I'm going to leave it right there because I don't want to push the boundaries. So Cancer, you know, I hope you get something out of that. If you are new, thanks for giving the video a chance. If you're returning, Thanks for coming back. If you'd like to get a personal reading with me, my information is in the description box below. You can hit me up on Facebook or Twitter, and I hope to talk to you guys again next month.